Secondly. That's why your father didn't want you, bitch. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna run the video back. That's why your father didn't want you. So since you said fuck my mama last week, you remember that? Yeah. Since you said fuck my mama last week, bitch, fuck your crack whore mother. That's why your daddy didn't want you. Why he didn't want me? Why he didn't want me? Cause your mama was a crackhead.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.
What's going on, everybody, man? Thank you for tuning in to Reset with MESCHAC. I am MESCHAC, man. Today, we're talking about a situation that's got the West Coast media world buzzing. If you haven't heard, guys, Kendrick is being alleged to be a predatory, typical industry slave master. Sorry, I just had to throw it like that because the details are pretty insane. Apparently, the artist that Kendrick had featured on GNX album, and specifically the LA artist, they were offered either $10,000 upfront cash or their royalties, just not both. But what's interesting is Dejon Paul, for those who don't know, made his name through LA's Rap Report, and he basically graded LA rappers and their projects. Some artists appreciated the criticism, others absolutely hated it, but that's what he was known for. He gets into it when he jumps on the No Jumper podcast. Let's check this out real quick.
I get things all the time.
So DJ Head Helper still calling you? Yes or no?
I'm glad you're calling him a helper.
You said DJ Head Helper. That nigga ain't called your ass. They probably called your ass one time. So we just got to focus on what we doing and how we doing it and what you doing.
I focus on what I do.
There's so many other outlets too that you can, you know what I'm saying, you can put your shit on, you know what I'm saying? You have YouTube, you can start a podcast, you got Twitch, you can do that shit, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't come here for corporate consulting.
There's so many other things you can do.
I didn't say insulting. I said corporate consulting. I didn't come here for corporate consulting from employees.
Who's an employee? I'm a motherfucking boss. You know me.
Oh, you talking about us?
You guys work here.
I'm a boss.
Nigga,
I'm a partner in this motherfucker.
That's,
you feel
that's
me?
cool.
You gotta
that's
watch
great.
your mouth, bro.
That's great.
So if you saw that clip, it was funny to me. Go check that whole show out. And I'm not trying to support No Jumper, but check that whole show out. But Dejon basically called T-Rel and AD employees. Now, fast forward, there's always been tension between Dejon Paul and Smacc and T-Rel of Back on Fig, but apparently it has spiraled out of control. Back on Fig threw some shots at Dejon Paul, and Smacc allegedly called Dejon's mom all types of names. Well, Dejon felt like he wanted to do some poking of the bear himself. Let's just say Dejon went below the belt like I haven't seen him done in a minute. Let's check this out.
She's gone, but all right. Keeping it on Back on Fig, they made another video about me.
What is up with you?
They are obsessed with me.
A lifelong vendetta.
Just run a faith in at this point. But okay, look. So they reacted. I'm going viral, as you may know. We talked about it last week about the call I got about the GNX rappers when they get paid $10,000
and no royalties,
which we both agreed was wrong.
Yes.
According to this ignorant ass LA timeline, that's more than enough. That's more money than they ever had in their life. I'm like, they probably spent that in a month. They boosted that $10,000 so fast when got them a little chains, some clothes.
Yes, and pay rent one time.
Pay rent, got them some pills, some lean. That money was gone. No royalties. They never did another dime from it. He didn't take them on tour. But nonetheless, that's when what's viral. Academics reposted it. All these YouTubers are talking about it, making reaction videos. It's going crazy on Twitter. So of course it got back to Back on Fig, and of course they're TD biased. Let's hear what they had to say.
We saying we going off something dude said though. They probably everybody else is probably blessed and happy that they got.
First of all, they're all blessed and happy.
It's just him, big funky motherfucker, just putting the narrative.
I'm gonna pause it there.
I knew you weren't gonna let that slide.
But since you want to call me fat funky while we're talking about a music topic, I have something. We'll be right back to this. I have something I want to react to.
Y'all know he does not play.
That's why your father didn't want you, bitch. Let's react to this.
Really never had a conversation about your childhood and how it affected you when he didn't claim you
as your son, as his son.
I never got to get
so y'all never really got to get to that.
I just blocked it out, for real, dog. Like, bro, I blocked it out, like.
Don't cry, Smacc.
I blocked that shit out, bro. That's why I told you. I just want to autograph this one time. After that, bro, we don't gotta say nothing in life, dog. I'll leave you alone. Leave alone, dog. But you steady walking in the same clubhouse where we both at, nigga. Don't say nothing to me and shake everybody head, nigga. I'm feeling some type of way. I hold it in.
You're a man now. Why you holding it in? Say something. Get out, dog. But say something, though.
Oh man, okay, first off, you said on Diane grave, fuck Diane in her grave. Secondly, that's why your father didn't want you, bitch. Don't worry, chat, we gonna run the video back. That's why your father didn't want you. So since you said fuck my mama last week, you remember that?
Yeah.
Since you said fuck my mama last week, bitch, fuck your crack whore mother. That's why your daddy didn't want you. Why he didn't want me? Cause your mama was a crackhead. He just wanted his dick sucked. You the first motherfucker to ever be born from oral sex. He nutted in your mama's mouth and she push out a motherfucking crack baby. How the fuck that happened? That's why he ain't want you, cause he just got some top from your crack whore mother. And fuck Diane and her motherfucking grave, bitch. Call me fat and funky.
Now, the Kendrick support system in LA is kind of legendary at this point because you got people literally crashing out about opinions. Remember, all of this back and forth, talking about each other's moms and Smacc's dad leaving him, Dejon making fun of it. I could link it to it being started back on No Jumper, but really after these allegations now prove to be true, where Kendrick is, or rather had offered the artist on GNX, the featured artist, that is $10K or the royalty, but not both. It's insane when you think about it, because if you are going to talk about hip hop, you can't just, in one case, Drake, everybody chimes in about everything related to him, but then Kendrick, you can't say a word or you're a hater. It's like, I just don't want to deal with none of this in hip hop, and I'm getting older. I think all of it is nonsense. But I want to show y'all the clip where Dejon basically doubles down on his opinions about that entire
Y'all got played. Let's keep it a buck. The LA rappers on GNX got played. Yes, it was a big opportunity. Don't get me wrong. It's still a big look. It's still a big opportunity. Me personally, I would have went further with it than them because I have tenacity. However, up front, they got played. To only get offered $10K or your royalties is fucked up. From a Kendrick, from a megastar. This is not an up-and-coming rapper who just got his first label budget or something like that. We talk like a big set 1900 or something like that. We're talking about a nigga worth hundreds of millions of dollars that's going up against Drake. And you want me to be on your album and shaking ass on the pop-out stage while you diss them and drop songs calling them pedophiles. And all you offer me is $10,000 or my royalties. It's predatory. Let's hear what Viral Way had to say about it. They did it too.
Talking about the GNX features and how they not getting no royalties from the GNX album. And then Hit a J3 jumped on the post, said, man, you don't even know what you're talking about. They was offered 10 bands up front or royalties on the back end, and most artists took the 10 bands up front. So what y'all think about that? Because as y'all know, GNX charted, Grammy, all that type of things going on. The residuals is gonna last over a lifetime versus you taking 10K up front.
For one, you gotta be business savvy, in my opinion. You gotta be business savvy, but also they had an opportunity that a lot of people would never get in their lifetime to be picked and be put on Kendrick's album, which was the hottest album at the time and the biggest artist at the time. So if anything, a lot of people would have just did that opportunity for free. And you had the option to pick your royalties or your 10K. And to even get that, you should have probably picked the royalties, knowing the type of artist Kendrick is.
You had the choice. If you were given the choice to choose one or the other, and whichever one you chose, that's on you. You got.
How do you feel about them kind of placing the blame?
I mean, LA, man, let me meet y'all in the comment section. Let me know some more stuff that's going on, because I really don't get into the nuance or minutia of the background stuff happening with hip hop that has nothing to do with the music, right? But if I would chime in with my own opinions, damn, 10K or the royalties, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. That is some predatory behavior, and I get it. I'm a grown man, so if I make the decision the decision to go after 10K versus taking the royalties, which is an investment, by the way, meaning there's risk. You may not get back what you think you're going to get back, but nonetheless, that's my decision. I'm a grown man. If I make a quote unquote stupid move like that, that's on me. But listen, Kendrick moves around like he's the Black Messiah. And I know he doesn't call himself that, but people have cemented that name towards him because he's super conscious. He's about Black empowerment, allegedly. Especially, he attacks the predatory behavior in music. He attacks certain people like a Drake who are pedestaled, you know, in a level where it gets criticized as industry plant. Even though Kendrick himself performed at the Super Bowl, and I don't know how higher in the corporate ladder you can get in terms of performing at the Super Bowl, but you know, I'm not judging. I'm just saying sometimes you got to look at things with 2020 vision and not just let people spoon feed you into who to like, who to dislike. Stay neutral. If you're a real hip hop fan, you stay neutral. And this stuff's getting messy. You got Snoopy Badass coming out here and making statements.
Yeah, he got locked up as well, right?
I'm just saying.
So, do you think the GNX album
ain't nobody on that album bubbling? That was it. You gave them niggas $10,000. Ain't nobody even have anybody even got a deal from that album? It seems to me the album is cursed because everybody fell off that Touch Personal gang, bro. Like my thing, you're Kendrick Lamar. Why you couldn't get him $10,000 in a royalties? You want to see win? You want to see niggas eat forever? If I was in Kendrick's shoes, I would have did it and God know it. Take that 10 bands and you getting your royalties. I'm already rich. What the hell? I'm trying to stop other people from eating. If you really want to help, but it wasn't to help. I was $10,000 helping somebody. Have you seen Dirty Six lately?
Kendrick's cousin, Hitter J3, wasn't going for none of that. He basically stated that anybody makes any slick comments for clout about Kendrick, he's gonna whoop ass. I mean, I would love to see it. I mean, all this over music seems kind of silly. But going back to Dejon Paul using a very vulnerable moment for Get Back is not for me to say he's wrong. I mean, last time I checked, since I was a little bitty kid, man, everybody tells me in hip hop beef and media beef and beef in general, everything goes. I mean, that's not my moral compass, but hey, I just want my conclusion to be this, man. And to go back on what was happening with Dejon, Smacc, and T-Rel, specifically about that vulnerable moment where T-Rel is crying about his pops not showing him love, not being involved in his life, and basically doing one of the most disrespectful things I think any father could do is be in the same room with your child, but you rather shake hands with everybody else but your own son. Now, it's all alleged because it's coming out of Smack's mouth, so I don't know how much weight I can put into that, but if it is true, very disgusting. But whether you rock with Dejon, T-Rel, or Smacc, this is exactly the type of situation where entertainment starts crossing over into trauma, man. I could see how this can go left, especially when we're debating about rap albums and trying to protect artists. And I guess the West Coast feels like they've always been ignored for quite some time, so they're gonna go super hard for the mascot of LA right now, which is Kendrick. But look, it's another thing to clown somebody over childhood pain involving an absent father. At the same time, it's hip-hop media. People throw shots, people respond, people troll. Unfortunately, that's become a part of the culture. But when family trauma becomes ammunition, all I'm reiterating is that things can escalate very quickly. We've seen podcast beef spill into real life before. Right or wrong, I'm just saying. We've seen friendships ends, lawsuits, etc., physical confrontations. Hopefully this doesn't head in that direction. But look, everybody involved has the right to defend themselves. But once conversations move away from music, I'm out, man. I can't get too deep into that. Hopefully cooler heads prevail. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Did Dejon go too far, or is he just retaliating fairly? This is MESCHAC, and I'm gonna holla at y'all.